Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's daily Dharma. My name is DiCapua, and I am sitting in the IMS Retreat Center meditation hall. Glad you can be here with us today. Today, I'd like to continue with the topic that I started on Tuesday, which is connecting with the very simple fact that we are standing or sitting or doing our formal practice on the earth. Not just that, but also living our lives. We're doing so connected to the earth. And kind of an obvious thing, very simple. And to really start to tune in to this fact, feel it, experience it, very, very helpful for both our formal practice and for just our daily life practice as well. And today I want to talk about two different kind of modes, you might say, of practice that we just go in and out of, not really in our own control. And they're both modes of practice. They both are onward leading. But one feels better than the other. And so we can start to form a hierarchy in our mind about them, which is not helpful. And these two modes are what are called purity and purification. So in terms of sitting on the earth and just sitting here, the simplicity of practicing and just staying present, keeping the body present, connecting with that with the mind, and therefore having the mind be present. Sometimes that happens. The body is very happy to just sit here. The mind is quite happy to just be with the experience of the body sitting and the body breathing. And, it's lovely when it's like that. We feel very content. We feel very settled, calm in the body, calm in the mind. And, mindfulness and calm and samadhi are being, supported and cultivated. And that's great. It's great when it's like that. So good practice. At other times, the body and the mind aren't so content to just sit, to just be with the simplicity of sitting on this earth. And there is agitation. The body can be restless, fidgety. The mind can be restless, wanting to be distracted, not wanting to just connect with the simplicity of the body sitting and breathing here, and wanting to distract and go into the past and the future and get involved in wanting and not wanting, etc. And we can become aware of that. And when we are aware of that, that's the purification stage, where we become aware of the forces in the heart and the mind that keep us from being present, from staying, from settling in the present moment. And that's good practice as well. That's also onward leading. We are also cultivating mindfulness and wisdom at that point. We're seeing clearly the forces that hinder our practice. And the transformation of those forces begins with the clear seeing of them. So we go in and out of these two modes of practice: purity, purification, purity, purification. And one's not better than the other. They both have a purpose to serve in our practice. And so for today, again, we will really connect with the simplicity of sitting on the earth, and you'll watch your experience shift back and forth between really happy to just be with the simplicity of sitting on this earth to not being as happy and being more agitated or restless, etc. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some formal practice. And letting the eyes come to close, If that is how you meditate, and settling into whatever posture, standing or sitting or lying down posture you're going to meditate in. I like to begin by softening and relaxing the area around the eyes. It's really good to start to get used to paying attention to your eyes. They really are the canary in the coal mine in terms of the body being relaxed or not. So starting with the baseline of the eyes being very soft and relaxed, and letting that initiate the rest of the muscles in the face to soften and relax. And that relaxation drains kind of downwards into the jaw. Jaw becomes slack. And then going downwards, the shoulders drop downward into the torso, softening. The belly softens and drops. And we pay attention to this downward movement of relaxation and energy. And then we very naturally come to notice the contact between the body and the earth below it. And we bring our attention to those contact points. And we start to have a somatic connection with the body. We feel what sensations are present at those places where the body is touching the earth, wherever that is. So we start to have a somatic connection with the body, feeling the body. We also start to get this sense of the body resting, sitting on the earth, feeling the stability and the stillness of the earth below us. And being that we are of the earth and not separate from it, as we connect with the stability and the stillness of the earth below, that supports the body to start to become still, stable. Continuing to feel the body. And in fact, starting to become aware of this very close relationship between feeling the body and having the body soften and relax into stillness. Both of these, feeling the body, relaxing the body, support, give rise to, and deepen one another. And you might just notice now, how is it just simply sitting on the earth? What's your relationship to that right now? Is there contentedness? Is there resistance? Just noticing, not judging. While maintaining some awareness on the contact points, the body and the earth, we can also widen the attention to encompass other parts of the body that aren't in contact with the earth. noticing what sensations we feel there, if any. Letting the attention be wide, having a sense of feeling the whole body all at once. The whole body, which includes the parts of the body connected to the earth. Feeling the stillness and the stability of the earth, feeling the stillness and the stability of the body, feeling the whole body, starting to connect with the body more as a field of changing sensations as opposed to a discrete form with sharp edges. So this fluxing field of tiny changing sensations, yet connected, grounded, resting on the earth. Starting to become aware of the sensations of the body breathing, which are part of this larger field of sensations, not separate from it. Becoming aware of the breath body, one thing, one field of changing sensations. Now the mind will wander and then mindfulness will arise. We'll realize that we had been lost in the mind-made world. And in that moment, we're already back. There's nothing to do. And doing the tranquility practice, the shamatha practice that I've been offering, all we do at that moment is just reconnect with the breath body. It's right here waiting. We don't have to go looking for it. The experience we wake up to is the somatic experience of the breath body. This field of changing sensations resting on the earth. Thank you. Nice to practice together. And so bring this practice of connecting to the earth into everything that we do, to our life. And as I mentioned last time, one of the best ways to do this is to be aware. Mostly we're on our feet. That connection between your feet and the earth, just remembering, right, I'm standing on the earth. And what a support that is for all aspects of our practice, certainly for being present, but all aspects of our practice. And then it can be interesting to notice when we are in purity or purification modes of practice throughout the day. Like yesterday, I was doing something on the computer that that mostly I don't like to do so much. It's not something I look forward to, or and for whatever reason, there wasn't resistance, and I was really just there with it and content. And notice that it's like, oh, this, here we are in this stage. And then other times during the day, you may notice resisting what's happening, right? Being distracted, etc. Basically, the hindrances. And again, without judgment, being aware of that, like, oh, okay, now I'm aware of these. I'm in this mode of practice. So if we're mindful, we're always practicing. It's just the difference is what we're mindful of. Very helpful to remember that we're always practicing, even if what we're aware of are hindrances or defilements. It's okay. They're just an object of mindfulness at that moment. Okay, I wish you well with that today, and that your um, your mindfulness of being connected to the earth will give you the support, and the resources to meet whatever life brings you today with a kindness and an equanimity in the heart and mind. Okay, we'll continue to explore this sitting on the earth again tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.